Hey y'all, what y'all doing? Did I hit the start streaming button? Yup. Yup. Okay, so we in this thing. Hey guys, sit down. Sorry, I didn't mean to yelling out here. My dogs up there getting unruly. They want to go outside and they're not going right now. Okay, give me 1 minute here. Let me get everything under control. Okay, so I want to come on here and I want to talk about protecting blackness or lack thereof. Let's be honest, we're not out here protecting blackness. We don't really give a damn about it. So first, I want us to know and be on the same page. Y'all know I like to define stuff in front of everybody. Let's go and look up what is protection. So I'm going to make this back bleed. Hush, y'all. I'm going to let y'all out in a second. Y'all know y'all be jumping on me and I'm trying to record. Okay. Let's make this black beard. What is wrong with my mouth right now? Back big, and let's get started. Don't laugh at me, okay? Okay, whatever. I laughed. Okay, so here we go, and then let's go look up protection. You think the definition I make come up? Okay. Yes, how fast I type defined. Okay. Capable or intent of protecting someone or something. I didn't say protective. I said oh, shit. Protect. To keep safe from harm and injury. Okay. Remember that. To keep safe from harm or injury. That's how you protect something. Okay? You protect your family by keeping them safe from harm or injury. Right? Okay. Now, where am I at? Here I am. The reason why I say we don't protect blackness because, one, everybody is able to come and be black. Beckley's was able to come and be black despite not being black at all. We're going to accept her biracial daughter as black, you know. And it's like we as black men and as black women have a certain mentality where we are appreciating lighter skin too much. We want to be lighter skin. Our dark skinned girls are getting chemical pills and stuff to be light skinned. They're claiming to be Dominican or all these other Afro Latinas to seem more exotic when being black is exotic enough. It's like we're not loving ourselves to the point of not letting everybody into us. It's kind of like blackness is like a promiscuous woman and letting everybody just come in. Pun intended. Stop laughing. Okay, so I'm just letting everybody come in that thing. You know what I mean? So we are not protecting the virtue of us. We're not valuing it. You know, you protect your valuables. Okay? To regard that something is held to deserve the importance, worth, or usefulness of something. So we don't value our blackness enough to enact the one drop rule in our own community. You understand what I'm saying? Biracials are not black, particularly biracial women. Now, we have no problem telling biracial men, you biracial, you ain't black. See, black men protect their black male blackness, but for its female blackness, we don't protect it. We let all these biracials come and be black. Watch this. Now, I did this last night. I'm going to see if I'm going to have the same outcome. Look at this. I just put in the top famous black women, right? Now, last night it was a bunch of biracials that was in the. Oh, I think I worded it different. Did I say for 2022? How did I word it last night? Y'all know my lives be so impromptu. Come on, all these black women on this list. Okay. But this is not the list I was looking at. It came up with the first one was Zendaya. Did I do most popular black female actresses? Most popular is that what I put? No. I forgot how I worded it. I'm gonna go through my Google search and find it. But nothing but it was like the top 5 were biracial women. She's not black. She's not black. She's biracial. She's not black. She's not black. She's not black. These are. She's not black. But anyway, so we don't protect our blackness. Let me tell you something. White people protect whiteness. Thandie Newton, Zimbabwe, none of these actresses can go and be black. What is this girl name? Zendaya. Can't go and be black. And the reason why I keep bringing up Thandie and Zendaya, I haven't been drinking or anything this morning, I promise. The reason why I keep bringing those two up is because they have been recently vocal about their wanting to advocate for black female actresses like themselves, but they're not black. You see what I'm saying? So it's just weird to me that would come out their mouth. Not black, not black. See, all of these non-black women are on these lists when I ask for black women. Like, these are not black. Biracials are not black. And how do white people protect whiteness? Simple. And I never see any pushback in the biracial community for white people not accepting them as white. Like, if you have a white mother and a black father, in a lot of states, you are the seed of your mother. In a lot of states, they will put on your birth certificate what the mother is. You know what I mean? But anyway, if you have a white mother and a black father, that one drop of black semen made you black. You know what I mean? You had the option, no matter what your phenotype was, even if you were white passing, you could not legally go and say that you're white. They're gonna throw black on that birth certificate so goddamn fast, and those are the rules, and that's what they're supposed to do. The one drop rules is social and legal principle racial classification that was prominent in the 20th century in the United States. It is asserted that any person with even one ancestor of black ancestry, is considered black. See, just a grandma, anybody is considered black. But people get this confused with, and they don't understand that it's communicating you from their community. You got that nigger blood in you? Don't come over here. Stay over there. And if you watch My Secret Daughter, we're going to watch My Secret Daughter together. Let me see if it's still on YouTube. You will get... It wasn't no Lifetime movie. It was a documentary. And this girl that went to Yale. Yeah. That's her. But she didn't have her locks then. She did this years ago when... Oh, it's just called Secret Daughter. When she had just cut all her hair off. Maybe I should have put her name. Oh, what's her name? June Cross. The Power of the Documentary with June Cross. Okay, let me see. Let me put June. There it is. June Cross documentary. Okay, we're going to watch this together. I mean, it's on. Where is it? It's not on here anymore? I'm about to watch that. Maybe if I take documentary out, because words do trigger. I'm going to find it. I'm going to find it because I want you to watch Secret Daughter. I want you to hear the words of the mother. Oh, she got a page? Maybe Secret Daughter's on her page. No. Okay. Anywho, so we don't value blackness enough to protect it. Again, you know, protect is to keep something from harm, right? And value is something that you regard in the regard of having something that is held to deserve the importance, the worth, and usefulness of something. So we don't value our blackness and we don't protect our blackness because anybody can come be black. Cardi B can come be black. Bad baby, Vicky Woe, Celine, all these, Brittany Renner, everybody can come and ingratiate themselves in the black community and be the face of black femininity and black womanhood when that's not even what black women conduct themselves as. We don't even conduct ourselves like that's whores and all this shit. Yeah, of course we jumping and twerking and shaking it at the club, but we're not twerking at work. We're not twerking in these college classes where we're the most educated demographic of people, regardless of race and color and gender. Like, you know, and it's like no one protects our image, and just like no one protects the black male image. You know what I mean? We are making our own replacements. Now when they want a black woman into a role, they feel comfortable going to get Thandie Newton because we have accepted her as black. We do not protect blackness. He could have easily went and got Gabrielle Union because Gabrielle Union beat them white boys up in that movie where something about a mom. She went to her rich dad's house. He had got hit by a car in the beginning of the movie. And she's very athletic. She's very, you know what I mean? And you didn't go get Gabby. Just go get this biracial. Let's go get Thandie. In the middle of New Orleans, you know, I guess her phenotype fits, but I don't know. I've seen a lot of dark-skinned girls when I go out there. But anyway, so it's like we don't care about it enough to protect it. We don't have a one-drop rule of our own because it was created by white supremacists to protect the supremacy of white, to keep it superior, to keep it pure, and we just accepted them into our community. But at fault is kind of us too, because black women, don't shoot me. Black women want to be associated with good hair. Black women want to be associated with the light skin. You know what I mean? Black women by proxy wanted to benefit or have that beauty in their circle. Even though curly hair and big butts that come from you, me, copper colored women, but y'all want it so bad, so y'all just let them come over here so you could be in proximity and get that cast off beauty. That blowback beauty. Shit. Stop. Imagine what the black community would be if only black people were in it. You know what I mean? We would probably be valued more. You know, maybe it's like, and then black men, they boost these women up. Remember, because these biracials are always told it's because they're light skinned. Okay, you don't believe me? You know, I like to go get proof and receipts. Was it Watts? I thought it was Wyatt. Okay. This woman, y'all remember the rant that Kiki Wyatt went on? I think I'm going to have to go on Shaky's page on YouTube to find it. Now remember, her mother is a white woman. And we all know that a white woman cannot give birth to a black woman. I made a video on it. I explained the biology. I explained mitochondrial DNA. If you didn't see it, then go back and look at it. Go down there. I'll say go down there and go in the videos and go find it and look at it, because we have to understand what we're saying about ourselves. If we say a white person can't give birth to us, I learned this on her channel. So we're allowing women that to wear blackface. You know, there's this big thing talking about blackfishing, but blackfishing would not work without black people. If we never called Kimmy, what's the whole name? Kim Kardashian black and accepted her in the black community, then, you know, she wouldn't be this millionaire probably. Just think if Kanye was raised around a bunch of black families and black people and had this love and respect for the black family, he would have a black family himself, and Kim would do what? Maybe she would have went to school with like her older sister did. Because she's the only one that's got an education. You know, but we don't protect it, so this is what we have. You know, the Moynihanreport says the same thing. The black families just don't exist anymore. They're crumbling, and it's impacting them economically. Let's go and look at hold on. They said Meghan Markle was black girl magic, even though she never identified as black. I don't think she wanted nobody to know about that black mama she got, you know. Because Prince Harry never met her, didn't meet her to the wedding. So she's not proud to be black. This is not what that is. You know? So we let them, we're forcing blackness on them. How long? We're forcing blackness on them. Let's go hear it from a biracial. Like, why aren't they claiming white? You don't think they want to benefit for some white privilege, some instant good credit, you know, some get out of jail free passes? You don't think that? Huh? You don't think that these women and these men want to benefit from white privilege? You don't think they want a little bit of that? Some of that white action? They can't. Because why? Because of the one drop rule. Because they are protecting their whiteness. They see value in their whiteness. They think their whiteness is to be regarded. That is something that is held to deserve the importance, worth, and usefulness for something. They think their whiteness is important. It is worth it. It is useful, and it is something to be held in high regard. So they protect it at all costs. You know, and I don't care about the origins of the one drop. I had somebody in my comments on one of my videos telling me the origins of it, and it came from Nazi Germany. I don't give a damn where it came from. It's how it is applied and used here stateside in the States. It is used to keep people out of whiteness. The one drop Indians, the $5 Indians, those were biracials. Biracials copulating with biracials. Why they couldn't be black? Why they couldn't be white? Why can't Kiki Wyatt claim white? Why can't Zadaya claim white? What these people have white mothers. Let me see. Hold on. Oh, what happened? I was typing. Y'all heard me. I was going fast too. All these are white. Let me see. Department of Health. Race determination on a birth certificate. They don't have the option to be white. And then they come over here and they slut it up and go around in our culture and looking down on real black women like we're not, like we're the anomaly, like we don't belong here. They didn't get mad at us when we say they're not black, you know. And they had big heads in middle school and elementary school because they thought they were all the boys liked them. So that's how come you got mistreated by black women. It had nothing to do with your biracialness. It had nothing to do with jealousy. You were a complete bitch and you had us fucked up. Period. It ain't got nothing to do with jealousy. I wasn't jealous of no light skinned girls. I wasn't jealous of this girl named Crystal, but she was a complete bitch, and I had to like confront her. Like, you got me fucked up. Recording race, and I just find it odd that a lot of these people are born in states that identify as the seed of the mother. Yet when they're biracial, they don't let them be white. They're not letting them put white on their birth certificate because they know about that black daddy. We don't protect our blackness. Everybody can come be black. They come do what they want to do. Therefore, the more you let somebody do something, the least it's valued. Like, the more a man has sex with women and disregard them as women, the least valuable a woman is to him. You see what I'm saying? So the more you let white people come in here and say they're black, they're black, they're black, the least you value the blackness. The market is flooded. It's too many niggas. God damn it. Biracials are niggas. I don't care if you have, God damn it, you don't even got to be a biracial to be a nigga. You could just live in a disenfranchised community, talk a little slang, wear skinny jeans that sag, which is, I think, oxymoronic, and you could be black. Pow Wow is a whole white boy. Black. Black. Anybody could be black. Everybody could be black. My homegirl Grace, I call her, I tell her she Puerto Rican all the time. She's accepted in the black community as black. Biracial. They don't have to. Why is it they're just a biracial race? What's wrong with being honest with yourself and saying I'm mixed, I'm biracial, and that's what that is? You know, no one makes you pick a side. Black people aren't over here just forcing you. You know what? Yes, they are. Because I saw this on CynthiaG's channel. You know, it's basically one of the only channels I watch. I read a lot, so I don't really be on YouTube like I usually be. I'm almost done reading Black Civilization again, and once I'm done, we're going to read it together. Once I'm done, we're going to read it together. So, let's see. Okay. So at what point are we gonna stop letting everybody come and be black? Let me see. I'm gonna see if there's any videos on protecting. PROTEC. No one's talking about protecting the black race. Just protect black women. Black natives fought to regain status. Well, it was given away. Y'all gave it to y'all biracials. And by reading the destruction of black civilization, y'all have always given away y'all blackness. That's how come the civilization crumbled. We want to talk about not protecting blackness. Let's talk about the Moors. The Moors went over there in 711 to Europe. They ran spanning them over there for years before they got put out and excommunicated. And they left their biracial offspring there, father abandonment. And you know what those biracials did? They came in and took over North Africa. They brought Mussolini and Leopold all up through North Africa, all up through the Congo, and helped to demolish those lands and those races, and helped to definitely damn near eradicate all the people that were living there. North Africa is full of biracials now. Full of biracials. So it's like, you know, the Moors aren't the biggest race traders. Their biracial bastard offspring are. But hey, they have an infinity. And I'm reading this book here. I'm going to show it to y'all because I want y'all to go read it. I've read it like twice already. But it's like every time I read it, I find out something new. And then my other one that I had, it got damaged, so it didn't have all my highlights were lost. So that's why I had to buy another one and read another so I could do my highlights and notate the stuff that, you know, was important to me in the last one and this one as well. So, because I like to be able to flip through it and go through certain and something and quote it. You know what I mean? But throughout all these civilizations, that the one thing that is consistent is the biracial bastard betrayal. And it's like it's happening here. If you look at this article, White Supremacy with a 10, they're telling you that the biracials that black people are creating are aligning themselves with white society and white culture and white ideologies. But we want to claim them as black so they can come and basically infiltrate and cause damage from within because we wouldn't be suspecting them because we think they're black. They're not. They're not black in culture, in ethnicity, in race, in biology, in mentality. They are not black. But we are keep putting the black face on them. We are forcing these people to blackfish. But then you get mad when white girls tan and say they're black. Hell, shit. You think a white woman can give birth to you anyway? And then we get angry over the small stuff. You mad at Tandy Newton's apology, but you not mad at the backhanded slick comments that she made about black women. You know what I'm saying? No one called out her hypocrisy for. He just asked how you feel getting that role, and her impostership kicked in, and she just went to this whole long unwarranted diatribe about stealing black women's roles because she knew she wasn't a black woman, and Justin knew he wanted to cast a black woman, and he went and cast. He thought he was casting a black woman because we keep saying these biracials are black, and they are not. Just be biracial. That's one thing I respect about biracial. They have black mamas. They'll tell them that you are mixed. Like white men to tell their black kids, bro, you mixed. You're mixed, bro. You're biracial. You're not black. It is what it is. It is what it is. Like, what's the problem? You know? You got this. Does the black community protect men over women? Oh, wow. Of course they protect black men over women. Because black women are the one protecting the black men. There's no reciprocity in that. But anyway, it's like no one talks about protecting blackness. So bam, let's go here. Watch this. Oops. Is it Tik? Yeah. Is that TikTok? Is that how you do it? Is that it? I'm not sure. Let me see. Biracials are fighting for their lives on TikTok. Black TikTokers react to biracial community drama, wanted to identify as black. This lady said she didn't want to identify as black. I saw her video. Is this a little 10-second video?
Brothers and sisters, this is urgent. I am standing in front of the masjid for the largest...
So it's like, why are we like forcing our racial identity on a whole new group of people? We don't need the numbers. You know, we're not dwindling.
And it was on a video that was very anti-mixed race, and the creator was African American. This white woman said that if you're mixed race and you say that you're mixed race instead of black, then I don't think very highly of you. Black is beautiful and you're trying to change what blackness is. It makes it seem like you're doing it for white approval. Somebody stepped in and told her that mixed race is beautiful too. I don't understand why you're upholding the one drop rule and we don't need white approval to be mixed race. And then she deleted her comment. Now my issue with her mentality is in the simple fact that if you are white and you have a child with somebody who is black, your child is mixed race. If you're white and you have a child with somebody who is Asian, your child is mixed race. This generalization and identifying the mixed race with blackness makes it seem like the mixed race is about being black. Being mixed race is having a racial mixture, whatever that racial mixture is. The other issue is that she's implying that black people come from black and white parents. No. Black people come from black parents. Mixed race people come from black and white parents. If you're African American and you come to my page telling me that I'm black, then you're the one with the identity crisis. If you think I'm black, you don't know what black is.
Thank you. Thank you. And I think I was listening to CynthiaG in my sleep or something, because I know I got this from her, but I know I don't know what video it was on, and I normally remember what I get from what videos because this is how my memory works. I don't know. But I remember her saying, if she's black, then what am I? Like, bro, if this woman is black, then what the fuck am I? What am I? If Zendaya is black, then what am I? I got 2 black parents, 2 black grandparents, 2 black great-great-grandparents. What am I? What am I? If this woman is black, then what am I? I'm asking. And she's right. She's biracial. I love this biracial. I'm going to go follow her on TikTok. What's her name? Because she calling it like it is. Damn, it's so blurry.
You wouldn't know what black was if it hit you in the face. Even with a black mom and a black dad, you're not fooling anyone by shoving your phony black pride bullshit down my throat. If you think I'm black, then you're not black, you're ghetto white. After spending some time on this app as a biracial person, it's important that households learn about mixed races, because it doesn't make sense that kids and people are coming into society not allowing mixed race people to identify as biracial or multiracial. You spend time learning about your culture, white culture, Asian lives, white supremacy, black pride, but you don't spend time to learn about the mixed race. How could you be woke and fucking ignorant at the same time?
Thank you.
If you date outside of your race and you have children outside of your race, those children will be mixed race. It doesn't make sense to identify them as a mono race when they are a mixed race. Regardless of what they look like, they identify the fact that they have parents of 2 different races, and that would make them biracial. Having parents of 2 different races is a biracial reality. Identifying them as monoracial would mean that they have the same upbringing and experience as somebody who is monoracial, and that's not true. Monoracial people don't have parents of 2 different races.
Exactly. She said what I said.
Hey, beautiful people. My name is...
Okay, so I think she is going to start talking about it. Oh, wow.
Black community. Not only did I understand the genetic risk, but I also understood the political and social risk being raised in a white-dominated society as a mixed-race person that has black in them. I chose not to be the mother of a white child for this reason.
As a biracial person, it's important that households learn about mixed races, because it doesn't make sense that kids and people are...
What I've seen people trying to tell you is that you can't ignore the way that your mixed race doesn't exclusively keep you safe from
race people who look like me who say that they are black.
So I've been watching her videos for a while and I think they're really good. I'm from the UK and here people know what mixed race people look like, so they will refer to a mixed race person as mixed race. Whereas in America, they refer to mixed race people as black people. Now the only reason I'm actually talking about this is because I'm going to have kids that will be half black and half white, and I will tell them they are mixed race. I will not tell them that they're black. Number one, because they will have a white father figure in the house. They will not have...
Oh, she's dig in the house. You heard that? But anyway, that's what I mean about black women when they have biracial kids. They tell them that they are biracial. But according to Kiki White, her white mother told her she was a strong black woman. The fuck? She raised her to be a strong black woman. You are a black, beautiful woman. No, she didn't. Excuse me. What about Claudia Jordan? The color is Claudia. She's another one that everybody wants to say is black. That lady is biracial. She is not black. Like, come on.
Have experiences that a full black person will go through, and I don't think it's right for them to primarily take up black spaces. For instance, if it comes to roles in films, because then that takes away from a darker skin or a black woman being able to get such roles, when especially they'll be able to take up mixed race roles as well. I do though think it's really sad that a lot of mixed race people who want to identify as mixed race are not allowed to, especially when they just saying who they are, especially if they've got a white mom or white dad. Like,
if you're African American and you come to my page telling me that I'm black, then you're the one with the identity crisis.
See, what you don't understand is this year America. This year America is the one that causing all the problems for everybody else in this world. Where I'm from, when a kid is mixed, we call him mulatto or we call him mixed kid. I came to America before I started seeing kids that mix and everybody is called black. This country is so racist. Anybody of color, they will call them black. So it's not the people's fault.
Yes,
it's how your country, America.
It's definitely the people's fault because we are the ones that are claiming them. Like, we are claiming them. If you go to this, I wish I could see. I had her on my other TikTok. I have a new TikTok now, and I can't find her name anywhere.
How high they're going. So when we see the replay, we will see. Is this a run that could contest the goal?
And I can't find her name, so I can't like add to her. See, I don't know where she is, and I don't remember her name. I don't recall her. So it was just like, dang. I can't find her, you know? Accounts. Do the accounts say that? See, no. Her name is her name. She has a name. So it's like,
this my baby. And ain't nobody finna touch him. This my baby. And ain't nobody finna touch him.
Oh, him got a white baby.
This my baby. And ain't nobody finna touch him.
Melanin department
this my baby.
to mom, but his
and ain't nobody finna touch him.
What melanin department? He doesn't have any melanin.
This my baby. And ain't nobody finna touch him. This my baby. And ain't nobody finna touch him.
So, y'all know I just is the looking. I just feel like as people, we don't protect our blackness. We don't care about it to protect it. And it's starting to be a strain on us. Eventually, we're going to have a bunch of white people trying to claim our reparations. Let me tell you something. In Australia, watch this. I'm going to let you out in a minute. Well, is it Austria? It's Australia. Australia. Aborigine. In Australia right now, you have a bunch of white people claiming to be indigenous. There's a bunch of white people. Now, these are Caucasoid people. They're just dark-skinned Caucasoids. But you have white people like this claiming that they're indigenous. They're indigenous. Watch this. I'm going to show you. You don't believe me? I'm going to show you a video. Hush, you guys. I'm going to let you out in a minute. Jeez. We're going to watch Secret Daughter together. I'm going to find it for you guys. Matter of fact, let's do this. The way to stay on my mind. Okay. Is this it? Because they're about to start handing out checks out there, right? So now you got all these white people. Y'all remember rabbit-proof fence and all that stuff I always tell y'all about blancamiento, the whitening of other nations.
The GAP report shows that Indigenous men will die 10.6 years less than their non-Indigenous counterparts. I, as an Indigenous woman, have the odds already stacked up against me. I'm 9.5 years less life expectancy than my non-Indigenous counterparts. This Close the Gap initiative, which was meant to close the
I don't want to hear about that. I want to see the debates. These white people are saying that they're indigenous. They're clearly mixed race. Look at this. These are Caucasoid. These are white people.
I've been paying taxes for about 50 years myself. I believe that no person living in Australia today should be entitled to any special benefit or recognition which is based not simply on need or achievement, but rather on race, or how long their ancestors were here. What do the panel think about that?
We'll start with Sammy, because we haven't heard from you on this issue.
Wow. Thanks for the easy one. Look, it's easy to dismiss the value of race when it's not something that has been a defining aspect of your life, when it's not something that has been used to vilify, deprive, and...
These are all Caucasoid talking. Like, I'm sick of... I'm looking for a panel of indigenous people. I keep getting the panel of white people. Because you know why? The indigenous are white. Incarceration, education. Oh, I know where I saw that. Mixed race rabbit hole. CynthiaG. I'm telling you, everything comes from my... I love her. I'm sorry. That is my mother. My mother. I don't care if y'all what y'all think. That's my mother. And I have my own original thoughts, but I can just go to her channel and just show y'all what I'm talking about. Let me see. Mixed race rabbit hole. This is where I saw it. This is where I saw it. If I could find a panel on my own, I would just go, why? Why though? Well, I want y'all to watch all these fucking white people saying that they're indigenous to Australia.
People all the time. First of all, no, they don't. Most of the time when you see a light-skinned so-called...
Look at this.
Aboriginality is a cultural construct. We make it. We define it.
And let me guess, she was an Aborigine too, right?
Look at all these people that are going to say they're Aboriginal.
Stage. Not only that white dude on the stage is in charge of deciding if other people are black too.
Wow. Yeah.
This country, what you mean? Where is this country? I don't understand your question. We're looking at Australia right now.
Identity. Well, Dennis, I've had a look at your blog.
Proving you're indigenous.
Talking, hard-hitting kind of forum. Tell us about it and why you started it.
And this is what, and the reason why I want you guys to look at this is because this is what America's gonna come to. When they start saying, say for example, they give us reparations tomorrow. You know how many white people are going to be able to say and legitimately collect those checks or collect that money or benefit from it? You want to know how many women and men that came out of the cooch of white women, and it's in history books. It is noted in history books that there was no more brutal person on a plantation than the missus. Not the mister, the missus. She was the most evilest one on the plantation. It wasn't the mister, it was her. And we've heard this in the slave commentary. We've heard this in the slave narratives. We've heard this all over the place. It was her and her kids that was the most brutal ones on the plantation. But she get a pass. Like, y'all got a problem with white supremacy and the laws that's being written and all of this, but y'all don't take into account the white women are doing this too. You don't think there's no white women in the Supreme Court? Come on. There's no white Supreme Court justice. There's no white federales. There's no white female police officers. A white female police officer just blew the brains off this black man in Dallas, and they said she was tired. And then his black brother gave the bitch a hug and said, "I don't want you to go to jail." They're committing just as many atrocities into and upon the black community, but they get a pass and they're okay to procreate with. I don't get it. Why are we not protecting our blackness? Why? Why? I really want to know. Why is that not a thing? Let's go back to this, because pretty soon we already been replaced. The indigenous copper color indigenous person of Turtle Island, which is us, we've already been replaced by the bastard mulatto offspring. Understand that. But let's go. This is what the indigenous people of Australia look like. This is what the Aboriginals look like, right? This is what they look like. So let's see what they look like 100 years later after Blanqui or Minto. Where's that video at? Watch this.
Rejected.
He's obviously mixed. Indigenous. Yeah, all these people must be indigenous now.
You're not shy about pointing a finger and saying, you say you're Aboriginal, but you're really not. That's pretty daring stuff. If they want to identify as Aboriginal, that's great, because the Aboriginal people, we're open. But when the people do say that they are Aboriginal, stand up and be proud, but don't put your hand in the till where the money goes. That the money needs to be sorted out and go into the right people. Like, there's kids out there that still going hungry, but yet there's people going through universities who, sorry to say, but they're white, and we've still got little black kids running around that don't have any shoes on, or they're still hungry. It's about time that us black fellas said, right, the kids need the money. It's more, it should be more of a need-based. So where do you draw the line between...
There she is. Watch her.
You just have it's the same as here when that white man, he benefits them. Remember, if it was a black man.
My colour,
this
I
is
grew
her.
up my whole life being Aboriginal.
Oh my God.
And my colour is not...
She has the accent of an Englishman. She sounds like an Englishman, like she drinks tea instead of coffee. That is a Brit. That is an Englishman. And she is on the telly saying that she's Aboriginal. I like my accent. Let me see. Black men are not hearing this slavery BS anymore. But good luck, lady. It's not about the slavery BS. It's about the mentality that comes from that is still alive and present in white women today. You see what I'm saying? They are still just as brutal, just as hateful, and just as down with holding the brother back. You know what I mean? Okay, you don't think there's no white women in these rooms when these laws are being created? They are. Because when white women start complaining about how they was being treated, their men reached down there and gave them the Civil Rights Act on a platter from the benefit off of. During the most racist time in Texas, there was our Supreme Court justice here was full of white women during the most racial time in Texas. So it's not about the slavery BS. I'm using that as an example. But we can keep it current. We can keep it in this day and age. You know, so they still have that mentality of, hey, didn't what's her name, Lori, whoever, London, what's her name? That white lady, the sports commentator, she told Kobe or Shaquille or somebody to shut up and dribble. Shut your black ass up and dribble that goddamn ball and make my man's money. Yet, I think Tommy Lauren is her name, I believe. Yet, all these black men still fuck her and put a baby in her. Knowing that she hates your ass. Who was that football player just last year who said that who got tired of who recorded his fiance or wife, I'm not sure, calling him the N-word over and over and over again. And she was like, why? He was like, why are you doing this? She said, because I can. Come on now. Like, come on. Let's be real. You guys, you're giving the mentality of the European woman a pass, but you're blaming her counterpart for all the degradation in your community that you're abandoning when you marry them. Just think about all the wealth transfer that has transpired in the last decade. Just think if Scottie Pippen, Dr. Dre, who else is more recently getting divorced from their white queen? Scottie Pippen, Dr. Dre, even Jordan. He's not dead though. Marvin, whatever his name was, that boxer, that Marvin Hagler. Just imagine if all of these men, even Tiger Woods biracial ass, he's not black, but if he'd have married a black woman, his children would be black, and then it wouldn't be his children's children. I think it takes 2 generations to put the blackness back into a white person. But anyway, just think of those 4 wealth transfers that I just named would have been into the black community. You know? The reason why these black communities are left in shambles because there's no men here to take care of them. They're all gone. They're in jail. They're on the block hustling. They're all gone. So there's nobody to care about. Let me tell you something. My grandfather and his friends, they didn't wait for the city to come cut the medians down or trim the sidewalks or take care of the ditches and stuff like that in the neighborhood. They went out there and did it. It didn't have to be their yard. It was their neighborhood. And they wanted it to look nice. They went out there and picked up trash. You can just throw trash out in the neighborhood that's 50 years ago. You know? But you can now because there's no more men. The men didn't instill into their sons the importance of manhood, and now they're out there freeballing thinking they're men because they buy their children Jordans. But they're not instilling any proper character traits in them. And that's not about slavery bullshit, preference, passion, and programming. That's about actually preference, passion, and programming. Your name says it all. There's a lack of all 3 of those concepts running through the black community, and white women are not going to uphold it. They tell their children you are black. White women tell them that you're black and they're jealous of you because you light skin and you bright skin, you got pretty hair. And you can go over there and be worshipped. You can't see if you go to the white community as a biracial, you're gonna be on the bottom of the totem pole. You aren't gonna be shit. Matter of fact, you're gonna be looked down upon because you got black blood in you. You ain't gonna be shit. You're gonna be denounced and renounced and looked down upon. So you go over here with these niggers, these black hating, self-destructive niggers, and you'll be put up on a pedestal. But I'm telling you what, this is gonna be us in the next 50 years or so, having this conversation. With this Englishman claiming to be white. Well, how many white people do we have right now that are the tribes of the Muskogee, the Creek, the Cherokee? There's a white English, Irish people who are sitting in chief positions in some of the largest indigenous tribes here in America. Let's go down this rabbit hole, like Cynthia and Irene said.
Anything about my Aboriginality. My colour is something that was imposed through colonisation, and I am Aboriginal. And the sort of
it was imposed through the colonization of your people.
Nobody
Your
is.
people were the
What you can do is get
colonizers.
help from someone with
You
experience.
can't say that. Okay,
Someone
and
like an H&R Block tax pro will get your taxes done right.
Mention of the fact that
you can't tell me this woman not walking through life as a white woman.
Students going to university somehow don't need assistance is not right.
This white man's confused.
What we're doing is the same thing that we.
Irene, this is exactly what's going to happen should reparations be approved. You know,
I just said that.
Point out thousands people that claim to.
And I watched this video years ago, but I'm so glad that it came to me.
They're attaching themselves to.
Watch this.
Saying that you're an Aboriginal, and that's just annoying. My skin
don't define me, bitch. Yes, it does.
And some
knows damn well she doesn't have it.
Where is this? There's an indigenous woman that's gonna speak, even though she's getting married to a white man. She's gonna. It will show you. Okay, this is what's gonna happen here in America. Excuse me, you guys. That's gonna happen right here in America. And I just use reparations as example. I'm glad
she
they
wants
did
to siphon off the benefits from.
So it's like we're not protecting our own blackness. Anybody can come and be black, and it's just not fair. You know what I mean? Black is something to be held in high regard. Black is important, but we're not protecting it. Remember, we're not protecting it. We're not valuing it. We're not holding it to any type of regard as it is important. We're not protecting it. Okay? We're not, hold on. We're not keeping our race safe from harm. We're not. And I don't understand why we don't understand that as a people. I'm sorry, I live by water, so sometimes bugs come in. There's a window right here. Like, what is the big deal? Why don't we get it? Why don't we get it? We allowed Danny Lee in the black culture. We allowed look at this. Watch this. Hold on. Y'all think I'm playing. We allowed this woman to be black. And she said her mother raised her to be black, but in all actuality, her mother used to call her nigger all the time to point to what she said, thought it was her name. And she said it was cool because it was nigga and not nigger. This is her mom. This is her mom. Her mom is a gutter snipe. Trailer park trash. You know, and you know why she was calling her children nigga this and nigga that all the time? Because of those nigga babies. She couldn't go back into white society. My daughter's father has a biracial son, and the mother was like, we were in a restaurant and everybody was just looking at us and staring at us. Yeah, bitch, because your white ass got this nigger baby up in here, and you know ain't number white folk allowed back up in here. You can't go home. Bitch, you live in Houston now. You live in Texas now. Don't you bring your ass right down here to the crackerdom of Louisiana. You ain't welcome here no more. Turn in that white badge. She had a white boyfriend too. Or this is what it's like when someone has a good mom bragging on her. But he left you when he saw that nigger baby. Let's be real. Watch this.
And there's definitely a distinguishment between them both. And so every fat bitch was really like gaggy at that because.
Okay, hold on. Let me tell you something, sugar. I come from Kentucky.
It's
okay?
shaky. It's shaky. It's shaky.
I come from Kentucky, and in Kentucky, Claudia Sander. Do you know who Claudia Sander is?
Yeah, we know who Claudia Sander, and we also know who
Claudia Sander.
And we also know who Al Copeland is, who is where the black woman gave the chicken recipe to.
Can you answer the question? Who is Claudia Sanders?
As a fat person that's no chicken, I know Church's chicken, I know Popeye's chicken,
oh my
I know
God,
Kentucky Fried Chicken,
my question.
I know Raising Cane's chicken.
Claudia Sanders?
would she be the woman that incorporated KFC?
The who?
The woman that incorporated the KFC
No,
franchise?
no, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Who would that be?
No, she is the wife. She's the wife, okay?
Of the man that incorporated KFC?
Now, let me tell you something. KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken. I don't care about Popeye, all that shit. What the fuck are you even talking about, nigga? I'm fucking confused. What the hell I'm talking about is
she's confused.
How that man has got this white face. Now, remember, I'm half white.
Okay. And remember, I'm big fat.
No,
so I know my chicken.
Because he can nerves.
I know my chicken.
Thank you. Good night. So anyway, like what I was trying to say, when nobody's talking about no Popeye shit, ain't nobody's talking about Popeyes. I'm talking about KFC. I know my history because my fucking history is Kentucky. So with that being said,
they arguing about chicken,
honey,
y'all.
Listen, they took the recipe from their maid, which was a beautiful black woman.
That's not even what
that
happened.
Woman and her family, she's deceased, of course, but her family is still making millions because they know. Honey, you can read that all day, boo-boo, and point with them chunky-ass fingers. Girl, kick rocks. Let me tell you my history, chunky fucking monkey, okay? Don't come for me. I'm not that bitch. I know my history. You know
they're arguing
your
about
history.
chicken, y'all.
Good for you and your history, okay? I ain't talking about Popeyes. I'm talking about KFC. And I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Well, honey, shake that head.
This lady is crazy. She's on pills.
You go there, people can.
And all of this is gonna go to nigga this, nigga that. Don't make me act black. Don't make me show my black side. I can act like a nigger if you want me to. Like, but this lady is what y'all want to ingratiate. This is what y'all want to be the face of black women. This is who y'all choose. This lady who came out, this other lady who tans entirely too much. Are you serious? Let me see if Paris put a clip of her mama in here. I think I saw this video.
Hurrah, Wills, hurrah. Okay.
Her mama is trash. And y'all allowed this lady to say that she's black?
Thank you so much,
Are you
Sid.
serious?
That's a typical Cam response. If your mom don't have the Eve gene, you are not black. Sorry. And this is something MC Shaky about the chick.
It's Shaky be having me cracking up, boy. When he don't like somebody, he don't.
Talking about.
They refuse to.
And they was kissing their ass and apologizing like weirdos.
Thank you, Hannibal Vigor. It's a fact in the black community that light-skinned / biracials are disproportionately targeted while being the least likely to commit against others in the black community.
What?
Targeted at
How?
what?
I didn't get that comment either, Paris. Targeted, like, no.
No matter the
Super is live, y'all.
But I'm saying, this monkey fucking bullshit ain't no hold on.
Anyway, so we're not protecting our blackness. We're going to be in a room full of white people claiming to be black. You know, just like you got the Indians claiming to be indigenous to Turtle Island, who are nothing but a bunch of biracials, and pretty soon we're replacing ourselves in Hollywood. Now Hollywood is racist as Hollywood is. They think that they can go get a biracial, which they prefer to put them in places for black women, leaving more black women underrated, underpaid, and not underacted because they can act their ass off. You're replacing yourselves in hip-hop with white boys and biracial men, you know, because, like, come on. You're just replacing yourself. You're replacing yourself over and over and through. You know, and it's like, look at my video on black men are committing genocide on themselves. That's why I explained the fact that there's only 2 races. They really think there's 3 races. They count Asian as a race. Then it's Caucasian. Then it's black. They count all 3 of those as races. But really, they're not. It's white and black. Those are just the 2 races. You know what I mean? So those are the 2 that are genetically different. You know what I'm saying? Either you have Caucasoid genetics or you have black genetics. It's just period. So there's only 2 sets of genetics in the world. And I feel as though we don't protect our set of genetics. We're saying that this white woman can give birth to us. We're saying that Kobe Bryant's children are black. They're not. They're biracial. You know, we're saying that Kiki White is black. She's not. Zendaya is black. She's not. You know, and then we have Thandi on this tyrant, this verbal vomit of an apology because she got cast as a black woman in a black role when we don't give a fuck. You're not doing the casting. You're not the casting director. You know, if Blackwomen was going to have a problem with that, it would be with Hollywood. It wouldn't be with you and Zendaya while y'all going on this long diatribe about how you've turned down roles because they were meant for black women and blah. Bitch, hush. Hush. Stop. We don't care. You know, I think it's the worst thing about it is that we are taking part in this. Black women are saying that these girls are black. You heard that biracial girl from TikTok. Black women are trying to make them identify as black like they don't want to. Let them be biracial. We have glorified them. It's like black women have been conditioned by black men to glorify anything that's even close to white. You know, we can't put it all on black men because we do it too, participate in it too. Whether or not our men condition us to do so, we participated in it too. So we are part of the problem when you look at it from a psychological perspective. Again, you know, I studied more political science sociology in school, but still, it's the point. The only reason I got sociology because I had a hard time understanding gathered data. I was reading statistics and shit and case studies, and I didn't understand what the hell I was reading. So I had to kind of venture off into other things. But anyway, so, you know, and these white single mothers at all-time high right now. You think they're going to raise their children to love the black father that abandoned them? No. No. Doja Cat, again, she's not black. She even said she wouldn't even date a black man with a 10-foot pole. She dates white men. She never even met her African father. She dates white, and black men had a hissy fit. You know what I mean? She's biracial. She is not black. Why? And it's black people that are forcing the black identity on biracial. They're trying to say I'm biracial, and we are going to grab them in and pull them in because we're not protecting blackness. They know blackness is not going to be valued in society if everybody gets to be it. If everybody gets a black card, it's not going to be valuable. Why do you think American Express is the most sought after credit card? Because it's exclusive. It can't know everybody get it. Ain't want no motherfucking Visa. Motherfucker want the American Express. I want no fucking MasterCard. MasterCard put their logo on every goddamn thing. You want that American Express. And you don't want to leave home without it. You understand what I'm saying? That's a blackness. If I have to find my secret daughter, I want you to hear this white woman say it out her own mouth. We are not protecting blackness. We are participating in its own demise. This is going to be what black people look like. Too black. You know, and then people complain about the upbringing and the mentality of black women, but this is the mentality of a black woman who was raised only by a woman. You know, oh, we love the submissive white woman. We love the submissive Latina woman. Well, okay, she grew up watching her mother pamper and cater to her father. And she grew up watching her father incentivize that upbringing. She grew up watching her father buy her mama anything she asked for. So you can't go and say you're fascinated with the women in other cultures when the women in your culture could be the same if you cultivated that. You're not cultivating any culture in your community, and you're uplifting other cultures and other races in their communities. Why? Why? A black man came out with a show with that documentary Good Hair. Just to find out good hair is not even about patterns and curl patterns. It's actually about hair health. Healthy hair is good hair. I was talking to a guy that I'm seeing his mom, and I was like, I got good hair. And they both laugh because they don't have any idea. Because my hair is coily. Let me pull some out. You know, my kitchen always, like I said, my kitchen always showing. Like this, you know, that's that piece that grow down in that you. That's what I was trying to pull out because my hair's braided. But it's healthy. It's not overly porous. It doesn't have high porosity. It doesn't just drink everything. It's very healthy. It's very moisturized. It's properly proteinated. You know what I'm saying? Like all of that. My scalp is very healthy. My edges were just all bald, all around here. From let somebody do my lace. So I should have did it myself, and they put it on my whole hairline. My whole hairline was gone. I'm gonna pull up a little bit. I'm gonna show y'all. I grew back. You know, I make my own hair products. But you see how short this is? This is all new hair. That's all new hair. Bald. Only a healthy scalp can come back from alopecia. I slammed my braids in the car door one time. Snatched all this shit out. And I still have hair. You know, so we idealize anything that's close to white, the black men and black women. So we allow anybody to ingratiate themselves. It's black women that's telling Cardi B she black. You know, despite not having not one black parent or grandparent. We're claiming these women. We're doing it. We're not protecting blackness, and pretty soon we're gonna find ourselves in a world of trouble when everybody is gonna be like they're black. Oh, everybody's gonna come over here because you can't be white. White is exclusive. White is exclusive. And you have to be from a European country. Even in organized crime, if you could not trace your family back to Italy, back to where these original Spanish-speaking Europeans come from, you couldn't be a boss. You couldn't be in there. You could just be an errand boy. We don't even have those type of rules. Oh, you suck some black dick? Come on. We with you. Come on in. Come on over to my place. Like what? Like, what is with that? We're just allowing so much. We're allowing so much degradation in our communities by doing that. People get put out of Mormon community. Come on, be black. Pacific Islanders, they are Pacific Islanders. They are Pacific Islanders. They're not black. Come on, be black. Everybody want The Rock to be black. Vin Diesel to be black. We just want everybody to be black. No. These are not biracial. The Rock is not biracial. He's an islander. Vin Diesel is biracial. And he keep all of this shaved so you don't claim him. Let them biracial people alone. Let them be white. Let's protect our blackness at all costs. Before blackness isn't black anymore. Jesus, this is blaquespan and I'm out. I love you guys.